Good Wednesday morning. Looking at a bright, kind of peaceful day. A little on the breezy side, but temperatures are climbing steadily, looking decent. You actually see the moon there setting in the west if you look closely there. Kind of cool. That's time lapse from our Quality Group camera. From Assisi Heights, temperatures cruising through the 20s on the way to the low 30s. That is for a limited time. Keep that in mind, folks. We have about 3 or 4 hours of 30s left. It's just after 9 o'clock on this Wednesday morning as we now look outside to the north from our studio. This is our Quality Group camera on this breezy and chilly Wednesday morning. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Big changes ahead of us. We have a storm system on its way that's going to bring Arctic air and some snow. Not necessarily in that order, but we are looking at snow and eventually some really cold weather in the next couple of days. Right now, looking at some sunshine, and temperatures are climbing nicely. We started out in the teens late last night. It's now 25 in Rochester, Austin 30. Mason City 27, on our way to the low 30s, maybe even above freezing for an hour or two if we're lucky this afternoon before the Arctic air comes in. But 25, the temperature, it feels like 10. Air pressure is steady. The wind's still a bit problematic. They will get stronger as we move along through the day, at times reaching 30 miles per hour and eventually getting stronger than that as cold air comes in. Those winds will turn to the northwest behind that front late this afternoon. 6-degree difference this time versus yesterday here in Rochester. Mason City 11 degrees colder, or warmer rather, right now versus yesterday. So warmer now, and then the coming days we're going to see a blast of colder weather for 2 days or so. Winds, you see those on the map. There they are, 30 miles per hour at Rochester, 30 miles per hour in Marshall. Notice this, something that we'll point out to you, the wind direction. That is key, because Marshall's wind direction northwest, Rochester's wind direction out of the south. And yes, in time, we too will see our winds swing around to the northwest. That will be as that cold front comes through. That's going to be in about 5 hours, so early afternoon. And also with that will come some snow. We'll see that in the day planner, some sun right now. Another couple of hours, we will lose the sunshine. In afternoon, mainly gray, then some snow between 2 and 3, starting at that point, and then lasting into the evening hours, past the evening commute. So expect a light coating of snow for the evening commute, and only about an inch expected at this point in the way of snowfall, but it's going to be wind-driven snow. Those winds are going to be rather gusty, and temperatures will be taking a nosedive. So if anything begins to melt a little bit today, it gets a little slushy, at any point, you can expect that to freeze up again, and by evening that could be a problem as well. But wind-driven, wind-blowing conditions, that snow, looking at that scenario today. Clouds are building into the area along that front. Here comes that snow. It's not a lot of snow we're facing, and you can see that even on radar, just little batches of snow coming in out of the Dakotas and out of central Minnesota. Headlines today, right now, we have a wind chill advisory. That starts tonight at midnight, and then in North Iowa, even worse than that, it's a wind chill warning, as there's a possibility of wind chill levels colder than 35 below zero. So you go from an advisory to a warning when it gets colder than that, and that may be the concern for tomorrow morning. Those winds will be rather blustery, and we're talking really cold temperatures. And then there's a blizzard warning. Not really in our area, but we're talking toward Redwood Falls and toward Wilmer, those areas, and also around New Ulm. There's a blizzard warning for tomorrow morning, as winds will be causing some blowing snow and very poor visibility for quite some time. For us, there may be some issues with blowing snow. Winter weather advisory, that starts this afternoon at 3 o'clock and runs through midnight. As much as an inch of snowfall late afternoon and early evening, but then blowing snow that reduces visibility. And again, it makes for slick travel conditions. So we're facing right now afternoon snow, then blowing snow this evening, dangerous wind chills. We're going to be facing that especially by tomorrow morning, when wind chill values will be around 30 below here and in some of the area, colder than that, where there is that wind chill warning. Temperatures right now, 25 in Rochester, but 7 in Morris, 6 in Aberdeen. Their temperatures are still on the way down. They will likely drop well below zero tonight. Here's Futurecast, the front moving through. There's the snow kind of tapering off around 7 or 8 this evening, and then we'll see skies slowly clearing right around sunrise tomorrow. Temperatures overnight, by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, around 7 to 10 below zero, and even with that sunshine coming through under high pressure. The good thing is we'll have the sun, we'll have less wind in the afternoon by the time that high pressure arrives, so the winds will drop off through the course of the day, but at no point will we feel warm by any means. The wind chill will be below zero all day, and the high temperature most likely below zero tomorrow as well. Another system comes in for the northwest that's going to generate some gustier winds out of the south ahead of it late Friday. So temperatures will improve on Friday after a very frigid morning, but by evening Friday, temperatures will actually be climbing. Today, here's what we're facing the next 24 hours. Early afternoon, look at this high temperature around the freezing mark, if not a little better than that. And then we see that front come through. This is around 2 o'clock. And then we'll move along into the 3, 4, 5 o'clock time frame below freezing. And then by the time we get past midnight, we were below zero. And we'll be below, the wind chill will be below zero certainly before that. That'll be around 6 or 7. We'll start seeing negative numbers in the wind chill map, and it's going to be pretty brutal. Here's snowfall for this afternoon and tonight. Totals overall, inch or less for the most part. A couple spots, but you get a little more. You see Winona La Crosse depicted as slightly more. Temperatures in the 30s, then dropping below zero later tonight and tomorrow through the course of the day. If we're lucky, we might get a degree or two above zero. At this point, not necessarily expecting that. And by Friday morning, temperatures still in the teens below zero. And the wind chill Friday morning still pretty cold, around 20 to 30 below zero still, even with much lighter winds Friday morning versus tomorrow morning. But windy and warmer today, low 30s. That'll be for a while this afternoon, for a few hours. Then those temperatures drop off. Light snow as much as an inch, 33 in Rochester, Mason City, 32, and 36 in Winona. Again, those will be midday temperatures. By sunset, we'll be around 24 degrees. That's where we're headed later on. Gusts to 30 miles per hour through the course of the day, increasing clouds, and again, late day snow. Snow this evening, it tapers off around 8 o'clock or so. 9 below zero by tomorrow morning. Wind chill as cold as 30 to 33, maybe 34 below zero. Still kind of a brisk wind. And tomorrow, slowly diminishing winds, but the wind chill at best around maybe 15 to 20 below. But wind chills through much of the day in that 20 to 30 below range. A lot of sunshine. And high of 1 below zero. Temperatures over the next several days to get a lot better. 20s and 30s become more commonplace over the weekend and next week. So we can expect something a little more seasonable. Even 12 on Friday, that's going to be late in the day. It might even be evening before we get there. As I said, the winds that we're going to pick up draw in warm air, but most of the day on Friday barely above zero. 7-day forecast looking at cold sunshine later this week. Little snow. Saturday system looks at this point to bring less than an inch, and maybe Sunday night into Monday, a little snow, maybe an inch or two out of that, changing to rain, and we'll be in the 20s and 30s for much of next week as well. In the meantime, yeah, be prepared for slick road conditions later today with that blowing snow, the light snow, and then get ready for some very cold wind chill values. We've been talking about this all week. That comes up tonight into tomorrow, and really at no point will tomorrow ever be considered warm or warmer, maybe less brutally cold, you could say, as the winds drop off in the afternoon. But temperatures are not going to recover much from very cold morning temperatures below zero. And then on Friday morning, about 15, 16, 17 below zero to start the day, but much lighter winds at least by then. In the meantime, be ready for that wintry mess or that really cold blast of air. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.